What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Next Guy Up
Mm.
podcast. It's your boy Tins. I'm here with Zach tonight.
Yes,
Mason is
sir.
using some PTO. It's been busy. It's been crazy. We're kicking off fall today, unfortunately, fall back. So get an extra hour of sleep, but it was absolutely pitch black outside at 5 o'clock. I don't look
Not
forward to
great.
that as a driver. I'm going to be driving all this week at UPS, and it's not fun when it's dark out. I'll just tell you. It's least favorite time to be driving.
Yeah,
A
it's
big
not fun
brown
doing
turd.
anything.
No. You just want to go to bed. And little kids don't understand the fall back. We were trying to tuck Macy in. Normally, she sits and waits up for me while we record the pod. I was like, we're not doing it tonight. You got to get in bed. She's like, this is not fair. I was like, well, fall back time. It's really like it's 8:30. She didn't care for that.
That logic, what didn't hit?
No, she was like, no, the clock says 7:30. I never go to bed this time, which I don't know if there's any other parents out there that just have to fight with their older kid about what's a normal bedtime. But Macy doesn't seem to think going to bed before 8 o'clock is very cash money. She told me this was rigged.
It sounds like she's been listening to Dad yell at football games.
Yeah, she's picked up on way too much of my vocabulary. She's been saying everything's rigged lately. I don't know. She's not quite figured out how to use it.
It's rigged.
Right? But she's been saying rigged. Everything's rigged. Which, I mean, most things aren't rigged against her. She is 7, so.
But yeah. It's very annoying. I mean, I do enjoy getting a little bit more sunlight in the mornings. That's pretty nice. I'm not sure it's worth it though, because boy, it's such a bummer coming home from work and it's already dark.
I heard Donald Trump was going to end this, and I need him to come through.
Yeah, of all the things, this is a number one priority.
He needs to fix the soda machines at fast food places, and then he needs to fix this because I'm tired of it.
Maybe NFL refs.
NFL refs, just refs in general, because what a joke officiating is. I watched a guy make a clean tackle today, and sure, did he kind of suplex him a little bit? Yeah, but that's a tackle. This is the NFL.
Get you every time.
They threw a flag on him. I mean, come on. What are we doing?
Do we want to address the dynasty mode in the room with us?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, you're not even happy about it.
I'm not happy about it. We started a game last year where we drafted one of each of the major 4 sports teams plus the golfer, and we keep track, and championships are worth points. I actually haven't updated the full list yet, but shout out to the Dodgers. They were my draft pick. They've won me two World Series now, so
and 2 MVPs.
Feel pretty good about that. 2 MVPs. Got the Chiefs still. Pretty good dynasty still.
Pretty good. I had the Thunder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Thunder's good. It's a good pick.
I switched because I had the Lakers.
That was also a good pick. Yeah. Except for Luka, skinny Luka.
Skinny Luka's a problem. He scored like 40 in 3 straight games. # not an NBA podcast.
I did have a question. I have an NBA question for Tins.
Yeah. I watch ball.
Yeah, I know you keep up with it at least. So I know you've been keeping up with the Wimby watch. Kind of being posed as this generational figure, kind of changing how basketball is played. If you watch him, he looks different than everyone else. I mean, part of it's because he's 7'9", but just how it works and kind of how he plays. I was wondering the question, like, what would that look like in the NFL? Is there a player who you could plug in and just be like, this guy is different than ever, like he is playing a different sport than the rest of the people on the field? Maybe it's Travis Hunter.
Well, I don't know. We'll see if he can stay on the field.
Well, that's a question with Wimby as well.
Yeah. Maybe a guy like Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, those kind of guys, because they're such good receivers out of the backfield, but then can also like traditionally run the ball like up the middle and to the outside like a normal running back. But you can legitimately line those two guys up as a receiver, and they can hurt you that way. Gibbs too. Jamar Gibbs. He's a guy who can score from everywhere on the field. But yeah, no, I mean, Wimby's just different, man. I have seen people on fast breaks dribble back out to the 3-point line because Wimby is coming, and it's like I'm not getting my shot blocked. It just,
Yeah,
I
it's not
mean,
even
he
worth it.
eliminates the paint. It's crazy, and they're
I feel
such
like
a good team.
Michael Vick was kind of like that. Kind of
Yeah,
just changed how football's played, like at a fundamental level of like, what if the quarterback was also like a running back?
like a
You know?
legitimate threat. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he was the first one. I know there
And now
were
we've seen a lot of
quarterbacks
those
that could
guys be
run.
successful. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
but he
first
was
to
the
do it like
first.
at that level.
Yeah, where it was more than like a Randall Cunningham or a Steve McNair. Like those guys could run.
Right.
John Elway, they could run. They could hurt you and pick up a first down. But like guys like Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson can legitimately break like a 50-yard touchdown run and change the game like that.
And Shohei's done it as well in the MLB, right?
Yeah,
Recently.
Shohei's just a freak. I'm not the biggest baseball guy, but you can't throw him a pitch. That was the Blue Jays strategy in that crazy overtime or extra innings game was just like you're gonna get
Not gonna let
walked.
this guy beat us. Yeah. Anyone else. Too bad they
And
have a lot of other guys.
yeah, too bad their owner
Unfortunately.
willing to pay the luxury tax and have the best team in baseball.
I mean, I know we're all over the place and we're in a lot of zones that we shouldn't be in probably here, but I did watch the World. I was pretty invested. I've got a coworker who's really into the Blue Jays and he's followed them a lot, and so
Oh man,
I was just kind of watching for him a little bit, and it's fun to get to talk to him about it. But the Blue Jays, if you're a Blue Jays fan, I mean, you had bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Like I just don't know how you don't win that game. That's crazy. What an absolute bummer.
it'd have been cool for them to win because I'm pretty sure Vlad Guerrero
I know.
Senior, like his dad was the last, like was on the team that won the last time they won.
Yeah, interesting.
So that would have been cool.
I mean, I am not a baseball guy at all, but
No,
so no one wants my like breakdown of the game, but as like the most casual baseball follower of all time, it was a fun World Series though. A lot of fun games.
yeah, 7 games. It's always fun. You had the one that went
Extra
like
innings
15 innings.
twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Game 7.
it
I
was
mean, that was
good
electric.
for the
I mean, it was
sport.
fun. Yeah, for sure. I don't know
Good
if the
for
Dodgers
baseball.
winning is good for the sport. Some people say the Dodgers killed baseball, but not me, but some people.
Some people.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's
if
our
you're around the
baseball.
sports world, yeah.
Yeah. We got any hockey to throw out there? Hockey's happening.
I literally could not say one intelligent thing about hockey. So
The thing about hockey for me is I'm still just chasing all these futures I've almost hit. That's the only reason I care about hockey. I pick a winner in December.
And then you just
I
ride with them.
Yeah, I just see who's good. I just pick whoever's got the third highest odd. Like I don't go with the first or second team. I go with the third, and that's my
Smart.
squad.
Smart.
I'll be doing it again this December.
Well, we did have a big weekend in sports other than the World Series. Football. There was a lot of football going on. We had some college. We
Mm-hmm.
had some unfortunate games. We had some upsets. We had a couple of fun NFL games today. Chiefs Bills ended up being a fun game. It usually is, but that one was good. His team was in a fight to the end.
Yeah, with a really good team, with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Good quarterback, MVP candidate.
Apparently, he was today. He sure looked it today. That was the Geno Smith Mason was betting on before the season started. Was that one? Was that guy? Not the one leading the league in interceptions currently.
But you got the win. Down a couple of receivers and team struggling.
Jags got to go get a receiver tomorrow during the trade deadline because Brian Thomas Jr., high ankle sprain, De'Ami Brown, concussion, Travis Hunter, torn meniscus is what I'm hearing. So,
oh, really?
He went on IR. They were hoping 6 weeks. He's getting a second MRI tomorrow. But the good news is the ACL, the PCL, and the MCL are all intact. So
Back for
those are,
playoffs?
in theory, he could be, in theory, designated return. We'll see.
All right.
I'm trying to take. I bit off a lot more than I could chew maybe a couple weeks ago after we beat the Chiefs, and I need to calm down. I need to realize this is year one. This is year one of a
Yeah.
rebuild,
Right.
and with a new GM and a new coach, and I just need to. I need to settle. I need to settle down a little bit because I was starting to get some wild thoughts when we beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell for sure.
The Rams and Seahawks, they knocked me back down quite a bit.
But the Colts are back down to earth a little bit today. They looked more
Danny
manageable. They've been
Dimes.
looking like world
Danny Dimes
beaters.
came back. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something for the Jags to look at. Titans are still just terrible.
They're getting better.
But they're trading all their good players.
I think you're trading away the guys that aren't going to be there. I think the Titans are in a 2 to 3 year rebuild, and I think you're just trading away guys that would be not very helpful when the rebuild is done. Calvin Ridley's, Chig.
He's not been traded yet, for the record.
I've heard. I've heard Jeffrey Simmons might be on the move, and I hope he's
feel very good.
I hope he's in teal.
Yeah, I bet you do. Wouldn't surprise me. Titans are a great farm program for the rest of the league right now. That's what it feels like.
That 5th round receiver you guys took from Florida, his last name's Dyke. Everyone like clowned on it because he was a special team player.
Is it DK, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I didn't know that's how you pronounced it.
Yes.
He's like leading the league in all-purpose yards. No, because he is the punt and kick returner, but he's amazing at both. He had a punt return for touchdown today. He's a very good player. Him and Cam are building some chemistry.
Maybe we should not trade him.
I don't think you'll trade him.
That'd be cool.
He's a rookie. I think he sticks around.
That would be awesome. Need it. Listen, anyone.
You just need to. So what you need to get ready for is you're going to get a lot of new draft picks this week.
I hope
and
so.
Just start looking at mock drafts and just seeing who you want in the 3rd and 4th, 5th rounds. Those are the guys that's how you build a team right there. The 1st round picks are flashy, the starter everyone cares about, but the meat and potatoes of your team are drafted on Saturdays.
That's deep.
That's why me and Mason watch those rounds. You gotta know who these guys are.
You guys are the real deal. It's a pleasure to share our podcast platform with you all. Somebody's got to do the real work out there.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, there's your Titans talk for the day, everybody. Everybody wanted it, so there you go.
So
the people have been asking for it. They're like, we got to know what the Titans are doing these days. So there you go. We have some categories to go through. We had a lot of football to cover. Boy, you're just not going to hear me talk about Tennessee, Oklahoma today. For all the haters out there, it's not in my categories. We're not even going to talk about it. Very tough. I'll give 10 seconds. Very tough game. Tennessee's eliminated. Season over for the most part. Electric environment. Just whenever 2 dead duck interceptions plus a fumble return touchdown by defensive lineman is just like you're not winning that game probably, and they didn't. So that's that. Shout out to the haters. You're right. You win this time.
I mean, but you did come into the season. You marked out these 3 games. You said those were the ones that you were worried about.
Yep.
I think the way the season started, hot. Joey looked a lot better than what people were probably anticipating. Expectations went a little too high, but now we just gotta make sure we beat Florida and we can ruin Vandy's season.
Haven't won in the swamp in 22 years. That would still be a big win.
Yeah,
And then keeping Vandy out of the playoffs it would feel good, even though it's bittersweet that we're not making it either. You got to at least keep those losers out of the daggone playoffs. They can't go under no
exactly.
circumstances. We have the chance to ruin their season, which feels great.
And then you
Boy, I
go
want
and
to do
beat
it.
Miami in a bowl game. Just, there we
That'd
go.
be great. That feels pretty good.
Successful season.
Carson Beck, you could beat Carson Beck too. I like that. Feels good. Okay, well, there's your Tennessee talk as well for all the haters and losers out there. All right, so to the categories. We did have some actual fun games to watch on Saturday,
Yep.
and we're going to talk about them. So, my game of the weekend. Speaking of, your Miami Hurricanes took the L to SMU. And a pretty big loss there for Miami. SMU with a huge win. They rushed the field. In my should I rush that? I'm gonna say yes. Acceptable rush. You haven't beat them in like 50 years.
You think so?
That was great.
I don't
Unranked,
know.
big underdogs.
They went to the playoffs last year. That's my only thought.
I mean, sure. I mean, that's fine. I just that it's still one of those like program differences. It's like if Georgia Tech beats Georgia, you rush the field probably because you don't ever beat them, and they're. I think that's a fun win still. I hear what you're saying. I think it's an okay field storm. I'm okay with it. It was an overtime, exciting ending.
Okay.
Interception. That's my game of the week. It was a back and forth. It ended up coming down to the wire, going to overtime, like I said. And there you go. Shout out SMU.
All right. Yeah, I'm not mad about him ruining Miami season. I'm pretty
Carson
down on
Beck
Miami.
did not play very well. Yeah,
what a shocker.
Yeah.
All right. My game of the week. I am all NFL today. With Mason out, gotta make sure we get people some NFL news. And I was just not having a fun time for the college slate, to be honest. There was no games really. It's mostly because I kept losing on my bets, so I was just mad about college football. So I started doing things around the house. But for my game of the week, we already talked about Jags, Raiders. Legitimately was one of the more entertaining games of the NFL slate. But I will go. We already dove into that, so I will go into the Bills Chiefs. Always an important game. When these two teams play, the Chiefs are like in a weird spot. If the season ended today, they are actually out of the playoffs. They're the first team out with their loss today. With the Jags winning and them and the Chiefs losing, that would be it. They'd finish as the
Stop the
8th
count.
seed. I say start the playoffs right now. But the Bills came in. They looked really good. I mean, they 28-21 final score. Chiefs couldn't really get anything going. You thought maybe at the end there they were going to pull some Chiefs magic.
4th and 17. That was crazy.
Yeah, I legitimately did think it was going to happen. But Bills pulled it out at home. Josh Allen now moves to 5-1 against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season.
There you go.
Big asterisks there.
The
kicker. We know what has happened in the playoffs each time. So, but this was an important game for the Chiefs. They're kind of in a they can't really lose too many more games, honestly. I mean, the Chargers have looked up and down since their hot start, and the Broncos keep winning, finding ways to win. So that's two teams ahead of them in the standings and in the division. So the Chiefs don't have much room for error the rest of the way. And the Bills, this was a big one for them too, as far as standings in the AFC, because the Patriots keep winning, and their schedule is crazy easy. Them playing the Falcons today, and then they play the Bucks in 2 weeks. Those are their last two challenging games until the end of the year when they play the Bills. I think other than that, they play the Jets, the Dolphins, the Browns. They play the Jets and Dolphins twice. I mean, their schedule is very easy. So, pretty important one. The Patriots and Bills could come, like, those are the two teams competing for the 1 seed in the AFC with the Colts, which, Danny Dimes about to fall back down the earth, to be honest, if we're being honest.
Okay. You
I'll tell
love
you what's
that.
not the game of the week, and this is probably this might be hot take exposed, but the Seahawks currently whipping the Washington Commanders 21-0.
Ooh.
Maybe it's not so bad the Jags lost to the Seahawks only by 8.
Sure.
Seahawks might be a wagon.
Good win. Good loss. Okay, performance of the week. Don't love this one.
Oh boy.
But a certain team who was really feeling good about themselves went on the road and got, for 3 quarters, were really in bad shape. Kind of made it look decent in the fourth quarter. I am talking about your Vanderbilt Commodores, and my performance of the week is your Arch Manning. He came back from the depths. He has not looked great, but all of a sudden, Arch throws a touchdown on his first play after a lot of people thought he might not even play because of a concussion protocol situation.
Yeah, game time
he
decision.
came in, threw a touchdown on literally the first play. Now, was it just to the flat? It was like a screen? Yes. Did it count as a touchdown? Also, yes. He had 3 touchdowns in this game. And like I said, really, the final score was 31-34. Really almost ended up going Vandy's way, which would have been just a tragedy. He ended up 25 for 33 for 328 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he had a very good game. This is, I would say, his best game as a Texas Longhorn, probably. And all of a sudden, Texas, with 2 losses, is staring down the barrel of a playoff spot, but they've got to get through Georgia and Texas A&M to get there with 2 losses already. So it's not going to be easy, but all of a sudden, you have a very, very big game brewing in 2 weeks. Texas at Georgia has become huge matchup there. Arch Manning.
Yeah. Arch Manning. Finally, he's the fraud of the week. He's been the fraud of the week a couple times.
A couple times, yeah.
He's caught some shots from this podcast, so we got to give him props when they're due.
That's true. He played at least decent.
He did against a really, really good Vandy defense. My performance of the week is Colton Loveland, tight end for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, drop that guy.
There's been a lot of shade thrown at the Bears for taking Loveland instead of Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's had a very good rookie year so far for the Colts, and Loveland up to this point has really not done much other than be a blocker. But that's just what Ben Johnson's offense is called for. Today, he absolutely took over. He had 2 touchdown catches for 122 yards, but the cherry on top was he catches a 58-yard catch and run with 30 seconds left for the Bears to win the game. Cincinnati Bengals come all the way back in the fourth quarter, recover an onside kick, which just seems to be an impossible thing to do in the NFL now with the new kicking rules, to take the lead with less than – like the Bears got the ball with 50 seconds left. Couple passes, get them set up, and then you never see it's crazy to see a tight end. I watched the play, catch the ball and run for his, like, I think he had like 35 yards after the catch, broke a tackle. He's not a small guy.
Yeah.
So that was crazy impressive to see. So he was my performance of the week. I'm sure he's not on very many people's fantasy teams because he was not doing anything. So
I did draft him and dropped him.
That's
shout out to me. He may still be out there somewhere in our league. I wonder if he's on a roster. Probably. Okay. Next up, we have surprise of the week. Surprise of the week. And for that, I have Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has outlasted in multiple games. They've kind of been that team that you just can't knock off. They win games. Haynes King has just been a winner. All of a sudden, alongside Miami, Georgia Tech takes a loss. So number 8 and number 10 out of the ACC both take losses, 36-48. To NC State, they give up 48 points to NC State. This was a
AJ
pretty big game
Bailey.
in the ACC. Yeah, all of a sudden, what'd you say?
AJ Bailey game for NC State, true freshman quarterback. He went off. He's a big time portal guy after the season.
Probably will be in the portal. Yeah, he's gonna end up at Notre Dame or something. Okay. Yeah, Georgia Tech. It just they always honestly that whatever their first loss was, if it wasn't Georgia, would have been a surprise to me. They've been a fun team to follow this year. I mean, they're still frisky. That they're still right there in the ACC championship hunt. I think they could be a team you would not want to play in the first round of the playoffs. Probably.
Yeah, they're a team you want to avoid.
Yeah. They got the guys. I don't know. They have a lot of similarities with Vandy, where it's just like they're not going to go away. They're just going to keep battling, and they got a quarterback who's just going to get on your nerves and just do everything to win the game. So,
yep. All right, my surprise of the week. I have two. My first one is the Carolina Panthers upsetting the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers going into the year trading for Michael Parsons, they were the favorite to come out of the NFC, and I just haven't seen it. It's a team that's now lost to the Browns. They had a 40-40 tie to the Cowboys, and now they've lost to the Panthers, who are just, I mean, they're not bad. I guess they're like, since the Meow Mix podcast retired, they're what, 4-1, I think now.
Yeah, now they're coming back.
Yeah, I saw they're coming back this week.
Some people might say that for the sake of the Panthers, they should stay gone.
Maybe. There might be blood on their hands.
The record of the team with them recording podcast versus not recording podcast tells me they should probably stop. They should not record any more podcasts.
Yeah, they should stay retired. But
that's just me. If you cared about your team, you might not want to jinx that one. Yeah,
exactly. But to each their own, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This Panthers team is just kind of, I can't figure them out. I can't figure out if they want to keep their head coach, if they want to keep Bryce Young. Like, it's just like, I think they're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, but they keep finding ways to win now and stay competitive. So congrats to them. Bryce Young played with like a broken ankle today, so shout out to him for gutting it out. Rico Dowdle is really fun. It's funny that they signed him and he's like taking over as the running back after they gave Chuba Hubbard a massive contract extension in the summer. But that's how that goes. But yeah, so shout out the Panthers, but also just shout out the Packers for being a fake good team. You were a 14-point favorite today and you lost. And Tucker Kraft tore his ACL, so that's very unfortunate because he was pretty much the only consistent receiving threat. And Jordan Love might be the first Packers quarterback to not win a Super Bowl the year he turns 27. Shout out Brett Favre. Shout out Aaron Rodgers. Shout out Bart Starr. Apparently that's the last three quarterbacks when they turn 27. They won a Super Bowl. I'm calling it now. The streak ends with Jordan Love. He's now winning it. It's also ridiculous that like they've had 4 starting quarterbacks in the last 50 years or some stupid stat like that.
Right, Titans have had that many in like the last 3 years, so 2 maybe.
But then my other surprise of the week, and I'm sure there's been other little dumb stats about this everywhere, but Tyler Show, first start today for the Saints, rookie quarterback, threw his first career touchdown pass to Juwan Johnson, who has been in the NFL for 6 years. They were teammates together at Oregon in 2019. So that just tells you How
Wow.
long Tyler Show, I don't know how you say his name.
Who knows?
Who knows? It doesn't matter. He's going to be in the NFL for like one whole year. There's guys he played with in college that have now been in the NFL for 6 years that he's not throwing
it's
passes to in his
some
rookie
wild
year.
stuff.
COVID really jacked up some of these guys' like how long they were in college stuff.
That is a wild stat.
This guy came to college football before Trevor Lawrence and is older than him. And he's a rookie in the
It's
NFL.
his first year in the league. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I've been watching Trevor play in the NFL since 2020.
That's crazy. Yep.
That is wild.
Shout out to that guy. Touchdown.
He could rent a car and while he was playing college football. Like that's just crazy.
There's a couple guys like that still. I feel like they all
I
play
know.
Oregon. I feel like Oregon is the king of those guys. I don't know. Tennessee's
Yeah,
been some old guy emergence too.
I know Miami had
Hendon.
that tight end who was like 29. Yeah, Hendon Hooker was there for a long time.
Turns out old guys sometimes are better than 18-year-olds quarterback.
Yeah. Diego Pavia, I'm sure he's going to try to get one more year. He's going to be 27 years old playing college football.
No, he's going to go sell insurance.
He's going to do very well for himself.
Probably.
In the Nashville area.
Oh, we're going to have to hear him on a Degum podcast or something. Radio show.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those guys for sure.
Okay, lastly, we got fraud of the week. Fraud of the week. I have a couple. This is not a fraud of the week necessarily, but shout out to Hugh Freeze for getting fired.
Shout out.
I think we all knew that was coming, but it's official. So that he's joining a long list of SEC quarterbacks that are already fired. Just join the club. Good news for Auburn is there's no good news. There are like 8 other positions that are better than yours, and good luck getting a coach. I
you
don't
might
know
have been better off just holding on to
be.
Hugh Freeze for one year.
At this point, it's almost like if your coach made it this long, you're late to the party. There are not that many to go around.
There's only one Lane Kiffin, everybody.
A lot of people signing extensions, and Lane Kiffin is not signing an extension yet. He is going somewhere, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. Truly don't know where. But I would be shocked if he stuck around. But they lost a riveting 10-3 matchup to Kentucky, so
gosh,
I think that one is probably deserved.
Yeah, okay. You lose to Mark Stoops, you deserve to get fired.
Yeah, I say that as a fan of Tennessee who gave up like 40 points to this Kentucky team last week, but here we are.
We won.
Get the dub at least. Okay, well, we already talked about this. My biggest fraud of the week was our good friends over at Miami taking their second loss. I think they were at the top of my fraud list, but you can throw Vanderbilt on there as well as you want. Vanderbilt's really getting on my nerves. They're just talking so much trash. They think they're king of the world right now, and they are. I'm glad they got humbled a little bit. I hate that they came back as much as they did. I wish they would have got beat by 100 because, boy, they're annoying. Cincinnati also got beat 45-14, and they were the number 17 ranked team in the nation.
Gosh,
so that's also something that happened. Okay, Tens, what do you got?
My fraud of the week was the Packers. I didn't realize. I thought I had left them off. But my other fraud would be the Colts. Now, are they 7-2? Sure,
not good, Tens.
They
play with fire.
This is a Mason take, but I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say they were the September and October champions. And it's November. It's real football time. And Daniel Indiana Jones has turned back into Danny Dimes. And Danny Dimes, he's a fraud.
How many times you got to play this team still, Tins?
2 times.
Yeah. Okay.
I know what I'm setting myself up.
This is like a bad take.
Old takes exposed. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what this
fine.
feels like.
Listen, the way you beat the Colts is you don't let them get comfortable. You don't let them come out and immediately score. You put pressure on Daniel Jones. He
As
doesn't
someone who
like
has
pressure.
Jonathan Taylor on his fantasy team, I'll tell you that the key to beating the Colts is not letting Jonathan Taylor get like 3 touchdowns and 200 rushing yards. So,
Yep. I'm not afraid of the Colts. I'm not afraid of the daughter, Jim Irsay's daughter, on the sidelines with her headset on, acting like a coach. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. They're frauds.
yeah, I think Daniel Jones is getting a lot of the headlines for that Colts team, but Jonathan Taylor is
He's
he's been
been
a difference maker
putting in
there.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 3
I
games
mean,
in a row
Daniel
where he had
Jones has
3
been good.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you got a guy that's but they shut him
Jonathan
down today.
Taylor has more touchdowns than some teams have on the season as a whole offense. He has
I know
more by himself.
he's got me a lot of fantasy points. But
Not
today
today,
he only
though.
had 45 yards rushing, 0 touchdowns.
You
So
can't lose like that to a Steelers team that's not been very good.
true.
That's all I have to say.
That's all he has to say. Okay, folks. Well, I think it's a pod. We hope you have a great week. We will see you again to preview the upcoming week in football. We're kind of passing the mid-season point. We're coming into the last quarter of the season in college. So we are last third of the season at least. So
We got our first playoff ranking this week, don't we?
I don't care. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm still coming off this Tennessee loss. It's about that time. I don't know for sure, actually, to be honest with you. Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles, shout out, 8-0.
Shout
9-0? I
out.
think they're 9-0. Yeah,
Wings up.
Wings up to Lexington. 2 weeks from now, huge matchup with your Kentucky Wildcats. That's a fun one. All right. With that, we will see you next time. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great week.